Tom, now I'm going to go back to doing my job of acting like you're not here today.
Wait, I'm here?
What? See you, Dave.
I'm never here.
True enough.
I don't even know where I am. We're going to do some more work on the Better Half Camaro. Just got off that long phone call with Kevin from KSR. It was cool to talk to him. He'd been reaching out for me, letting me know where he was at on things and what his direction was, because it's important. So thank him for doing that. Today I'm going to work on the parachute mount. I had to get some spacers to get it off the bar a little bit. Probably run the parachute cables and maybe even get the CO2 line ran for the parachute. Yesterday, I did finish up some stuff. I'm going to turn this around and probably show you some of the stuff we did. I shouldn't say we. Some of the stuff I did. I got the shifter done, the cable hooked up, the CO2 line ran. I got the throttle pedal finished up, hooked up underneath the hood, hooked up underneath at the pedal. That's all done. So today, my idea I'm going to get some brake fluid in it. We're going to be bleeding brakes here in a second too. Maybe not today, probably Monday. I'm going to get the parachute done. I might get oil in it. I might get trans fluid in it today. I'm really, when you guys see this video that we're doing right now, the very next Thursday, or maybe this Thursday that you see this video, we may be starting this. And I'm hoping that when we get it started, get it running, get everything right, I want to throw it on our dyno, just do some driving around on it, make sure everything does what it's supposed to, make a couple rips, this low horsepower rips, make sure everything's good before Steve takes it back up to his shop and puts it on the hub. He has a hub dyno. He can put a lot more power to it. Ours is only good for 2,500 horse. If we can run 15, 20 pounds of boost through this thing, just make sure everything stays together, does what it does, doesn't make any noises, doesn't get hot, then Steve can take it from there. I do want to go to the track with Steve the first couple times with it. I've been doing a bunch of radio stuff. That's all we've ever really did. You know, he's a big floppy tire guy. Want to work with him. It's a total different way how you approach things. Not that he's obviously very smart, but why not help and be a part of it? I'd love to see this car go fast. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and get the parts I need to get in the car and start trying to put this together. I'm going to try to position the camera because I almost got fired from my job, which I did get fired from videoing, even though I'm doing the video right now. My camera guy said, no more videoing. You did a horrible job. Your angles are horrible. Your volume, all that stuff. So I'm going to try to do a really good job. I'm talking loud. I'm talking at the camera. There's no other noise in the room. Hopefully you guys hear me well. I'm going to get the camera set up so you can see in the car what I'm working on. All right, I'm in the office now, guys. We're going to make sure these bolts I got are going to work. These won't be the final bolts, but I just want to make sure they're right, and they are. First ones I grabbed were wrong. I've been buying a multitude of bolts. What's I gotta do? All right, guys, so you see me trying to put the parachute mount in. I took a break from that. Well, not break from it. Had to get out of the car, do some more stuff. So what I had happen is this bolt right here sticking out too much. It's hitting the roll cage bar. I already had a 1/2-inch spacer. I'm not going to do more. So what I'm going to do is just recess the bolt down in here. So what I got, it's a simple little deal here. This is a small end mill. I'm just going to take a 3/8 end mill bit and just drop it the distance of the head right here into this. So you're going to go ahead and see me do that now. So all I did is recess that down and just took, I was going to leave the meter on there, but it's going to be easier to deal with. So I just took this little mill here and I just took it so the bolt's almost flush with that. That'll give me enough to get it past the roll bar.
Hi, my name's Jeff Slayton,
My name is Jeff.
and I am the newest member here at Deal Brothers Racing. Come from a background of aviation. Been in and out of airplanes for over 25 years and decided it was time for a change. Bring a lot of different cards to the program, I hope.
What are some of those cards, just off the top of your head?
I am a certified welder, both MIG and TIG. I am fairly well versed in composites, so carbon fiber, Kevlar, fiberglass, things of that nature, mold making, a little bit of CAD.
So you're about to be the gap filler for us.
I hope so. That's my goal in this program, is to be able to kind of round out everything and be...
Obviously, you're a glutton for punishment because you
Yeah,
chose
yeah.
to hang out with the Deal Brothers.
Yeah.
What made you come here?
Well, I've known these guys for, once again, probably 20, 25 years. I've really liked what their program has become. Was looking for a change in my life as far as work, and I enjoy things like this. Yeah, I really liked what they had going on here and wanted to help. All right, well, really glad to be here. Really hoping to do some good things. Let's get working.
I don't always wait on things.
Oh, you waiting on me? Sorry.
But when I do,
You know, it's always me. I'm always the one you're waiting on.
so Dave, what are we up to?
So today we're working on this Gen 3 Hemi. This is a Cali's 4050 stroke crankshaft that we've got in this thing. All the machine work here was done by Irwin Racing Engines. We are pairing this up with some Cali's Compstar rods, some diamond pistons. This is going in a Dodge Challenger Pro Charged. Goal is going to be somewhere around 800-ish horse, you know, kind of going to be, or transmission is probably screaming for help a little bit at that level. That's kind of next on his list to do, but so we've got, obviously the crankshaft already is in this thing. Everything's already been measured out. That's all my awesome math here. My my little scribbly here was, you know, that was a standard clearance bearing. That was going to be a little tight for what I wanted on bearing clearances. So we went to an extra clearance bearing. That brought us, you know, to where I'd like to be on my bearing clearance for the mains. I'm still verifying, you know, I got to measure all these half shells here. I measure every individual half shell just to make sure everything is what it's supposed to be. Man, we are all humans. We all make mistakes. You know, maybe somebody, it was a Friday quitting time and just grabbed a standard clearance bearing or something crazy, and, you know, it wound up in a extra clearance package, or you know, it was the end of a run, they were changing over for something else, and somehow something got misstamped because somebody didn't change a die. You never know, man. We're all humans. So we measure every single individual thing 2 and 3 times just to verify my measurements are right. You know, we've been successful in doing that. You know, we've had great luck with all of our engines. As you guys follow with racing and stuff like that, you know, our engine in our car and stuff is built here. If you ever go back at some of our old stuff, you know, after a season of teardown, I mean, everything still looks brand new in that thing. So
can I do something, Dave, for the viewer that may not have the knowledge but is into cars?
yeah.
I'm going to ask some super coloring book questions.
All right, let's do it. I'll give you, hold on. Let me get my helmet and crayons.
I'm wearing it. You don't have to. I appreciate it.
All right.
Super simple.
Yeah.
This is an engine block.
Yes. Engine block right here.
This weird looking rotational device is called
So this is going to be the crankshaft. This
Okay.
is what rotates and moves the pistons up and down in the cylinder.
And again, my intention is not to make anybody feel less than. It's to bring them up to speed. Not everybody knows exactly what we're doing. So
Yeah, absolutely.
what are these?
These would be your main caps. This is a main stud. So this engine has been studded. I really like the P1 fastener stuff, man. So this is all P1. Obviously, it's all lubed and torqued to spec per their recommendations. Still got to, I've already measured, so these are going to be your connecting rods. So obviously this guy here, this bearing, so this bearing will end up right in here. These will end up bolting onto this right here. And these will end up hung. So you got your piston right here. This is called a wrist pin. So the wrist pin goes through there, goes through your rod. Like that right there. And this makes your assembly there. Boom. That's what goes up and down as that rotates. So I guess that's the most
No, I
coloring
appreciate
book
that.
explanation I can get to. There's obviously a lot more technicality into all this than that, but that is definitely the
And we'll get
color.
there.
Yeah, that's the coloring book part. So I've already measured all these main bores, or you know, big end bores. Sorry, not main bores. These are your big ends bores right here. This has all been measured out and done. I've wrote down all my math on everything. Obviously, this is all brand new stuff. Everything's pretty much dead on. Everything's already been checked over through machining process too to verify all this was done. But even after the machining's done, it's still measured again just to triple check. So obviously, manufacturer done their thing. It was all rechecked during the machining process just in case some of these were off and we wanted to hone them out just a touch to make sure everything was right on our end. You know, that's already been done.
So you feel good.
Super happy. You know, bearing clearances are pretty much where I'd want everything. Rods could be a little bit tighter, but we're not going to dig too deep into that. A little looser ain't a big deal. A little looser, you'll know. A little bit tighter, everybody will know.
Yep.
So I'd rather just be a little on the loose end, especially, you know, pro-charged, you know, beating on it, racing, stuff like that.
So I'm going to do my best to put the camera out of your way, and I'm going to set up a time lapse
Okay.
for people to watch as you go along.
Yeah. I'll be disappearing from the camera for a couple minutes here and there because I got to go to a rod vise. My rod vise isn't in here right now. So I have to go break all these connecting rods loose so I can start getting everything set up, pistons hung, all that good stuff.
So I appreciate your time. Now I'm going to go back to doing my job of acting like you're not here today.
Wait, I'm here?
What? See you, Dave.
I'm never here.
True enough.
I don't even know where I am.
Okay, so we started the time lapse, and you immediately taught me something I wasn't aware of because I'm going to admit it, I'm a 4-cylinder guy.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
my rod bearings go essentially one way as far as a chamfer or not, And then you just talked about the upper and lower. So if you could, we'll kind of cover those things for the people.
Yeah, so in my dumminess of doing things here, you know, I measured all my bearings out, and then, you know, I look at my shell, I'm like, okay, so I'm going to see if you could get this in this picture here, if Harley can get that or not.
I can't tell, but I'm going to assume it's in there somewhere. There you go.
So
yep.
If you see that stamped with a U right here below my finger.
Yep.
This one right here, let's go to the next one. This is going to be stamped with an L.
Yep.
Right below my finger. So, what I was explaining to Harley here, you know, is the essence of things. So, in assembling here, I do this so, like, I know this is my upper half sets, these are my lower half sets. It does matter where they go. It is super crucial. You might not be able to see this bearing. If I can come over here, if I can catch a good angle, it has a chamfer on one edge of the bearing.
Yep.
That kind of is at a cut, you know, 45-degree cut, whatever it might be. This side is completely flat.
Okay.
So in the color book crayon thing, let's come over to the engine block. On a rod journal, on this crankshaft, we have a radius out here on this outside edge. It might be hard to see that there's a radius. That adds some strength to this area and this crankshaft and stuff like that. The reason there's a stamped upper and lower and have a chamfer is if I was to put this bearing on, this is, you know, say this is a upper shell, on a lower shell, what would happen is this flat side without the radius would end up over here. And when I torque this down, this would bind and not want to turn due to the flat side hitting the radius. So everything's chamfered so the bearing will clear that and allow it to not bind. So big thing I do as I'm assembling engines, and as you'll see throughout here, I stick this rod in, I double, triple check as I'm going, and then after I put this one in, I rotate the motor, you know, probably 2 or 3 revolutions. Then I hang the next rod, and I'll rotate the motor 2 or 3 revolutions. If for some reason all of something feels tight, something doesn't feel like it's spinning freely, I know to check what I just did. Okay, did I put a bearing in backwards accidentally? Did I put a cap on backwards? Did I make a mistake? We're all humans. We make mistakes. But if you have checks and balances, it pretty much stops you from being able to make that mistake. So every time I do something, I do this, I check this, I do this, and then I move to the next step, and I just step it that way to make sure that I don't make a mistake, or if I did make a mistake, I catch my mistake, I should say. Because I'm 100%, I can tell you right now, I have put them in backwards, sitting here. I'm not good at multitasking. I know I'm not good at multitasking. Somebody come in here, start talking to me, and I just start slinging stuff together. A good example, on the LS I was assembling Tuesday. I don't know why I did it, but I was sitting here, somebody was talking to me. I grabbed the number 2 hole piston, stuffed it in, or sorry, it'd be number 3 technically. The number 3 piston and rod assembly, stuck it in the number 1 hole, and then grabbed the number 1 cap and stuck it on it. Well, the reason everything's set up and laid out like it is so I don't make a mistake. So I go stuff number 3 in the hole, and I'm like, why is number 3 missing? Why does number 3 have a rod cap still sitting right here? So my checks and balances, you know, because once again, I'm not good at multitasking. Somebody's talking to me, and I just went into doing work mode. And now I did work, and I did something wrong. But my checks and balances that I've established and built in caught the mistake. I was easily able to just pop that rod cap off, you know, set that rod cap back up here, you know, move that one back over to 3, grab the appropriate rod cap, and then I went back and hung number 1 afterwards. But, you know, it was a mistake. That was a simple human error. But I caught it due to the way I do things.
That's why I love you, Dave. You're my
Now, was
hero.
this an upper or a lower?
Nope.
This is an upper.
I'm
We're going to put it over here.
got to get that on there before it dries?
It'd be helpful. That way I
Okay.
gotta scrape it back
Really
off.
quick, wait. We're going to play a game.
Okay, let's play a game.
Guess my nut size. Technically a bolt, but
That's a bolt. That would be M8 by 125.
he strikes again, folks. He strikes again. All right, while you're putting that up there,
Yeah.
what are we working on?
We were working on a 2014 Silverado.
What are we doing to it? Because boy, is that tore apart.
We put a BTR Stage 2 came in it. The customer had already replaced lifters and everything in it, so it wasn't quite timed correctly. So we got it timed correctly, put a BTR came in it, and now we're putting it all back together, make it all go fast.
Squared away, dude. This is why he gets paid the big bucks, folks.
Now we just set that in there like that.
Hey, Ryan.
It goes up there like that.
Don't miss. No
I'm trying
pressure.
not to.
No pressure. You got it? You getting it? No way.
Once
One-handed?
that's out of the way, it will.
Do you need help?
I got it. There it goes.
I never doubted you. So, not only is Ryan the bolt guessing guy, he can see him from a mile away, he's also the bolt extraction guy.
That I am very good at.
He actually prides himself. We see every time I get on Facebook, mostly his post is if he ain't at a car show, it's extracting a bolt. It's one of the two things most of the time.
And I promise you, you can't even fit a wrench in there, a screwdriver. You'll turn around and he'll have it out. Make
By
it
the
make
way,
sense.
this bolt, it happens to be the oil pump drive bolt. There was a bolt in there, and I had an electric ratchet on it to try to prime it, and the bolt didn't like it, and it broke off. It wasn't tight, so it ain't gonna be hard to get out, but he's getting it out so we can get a bolt in there because we're gonna try to get this thing fired up.
Yeah, 90 drill or
Right down, yeah. I like Papa John's.
Yes, I thought it was Papa John's. You had to live here once already.
You know the best Pizza Hut?
All right, Ryan. I had to leave for a minute. I come back. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm kind of hoping you don't let me down. I called you out big time in front of everybody. Said you're Mr. Extracto.
Yeah, we're just running the tap in there for the final time. It didn't come out, so I had to drill it through the center and drill it to where there was just starting to peak threads, and then use the tap to peel those threads out. And when, you know, I can run that tap in by hand. The threads are so nice.
I mean, to be fair, for that bolt to break like it did, I figured it was pretty much cemented in there. So, one way or another, you accomplished the job. I never doubted you. Gumpy had his doubts.
Now we got good threads. And we're going to take quarter 20 bolt and make sure it goes in there nicely.
I'll be honest with you, this story wouldn't have felt right if you didn't tell us the size of that bolt you're putting in there.
Yep, good to go.
Ready?
What? Getting implemented in there, Steve?
All right. Yep. All right.
I'm probably in a horrible spot for you.
Oh, did you do a cranky timing on this yet?
I did. It was.
What was the timing at?
15, I think.
Okay, that's what it should be.
Things changed. You can look to make sure, but I was pretty sure. He's checking it right now.
Yep. No fuel pressure yet.
Oh, you need some more love from the juice?
Yep. So, it does start, it does run, but not on the big injectors. So we've been trying to get it to run and start on the big injectors. Jerking around the fuel pump, that was all correct. Everything was correct there. There's no power to our injector drivers. So We're gonna figure out. Actually, I'm not figuring out anything. Nick's gonna figure it out. What's
Well, we
going
know
on.
what it is. It's a matter
We know
of
what
fixing.
we know what the problem is, and now we just gotta hunt through the wiring harness and figure it out and find out where there's not getting any 5-volt signal to these. So, it does start. It does run. Cranks over like really fast. I'm really happy about that. Everything's all good there.
We did figure out some electrical stuff. Got all the
Yeah,
pumps and-
yeah, there's some electrical stuff that is wired backwards back there.
The board was back there,
Simple
yeah.
stuff.
Simple, yep.
Yep, simple stuff. And this is why we gotta go through things. So, anyways,
Because race car.
because it's a race car. Yep.
That's it.
I was gonna tell you guys all the big news. So should I tell them or do we wait before we get all that?
Man, it's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I would wait. I would
All
wait.
right.
Make them late.
I never gonna wait because we do have bigger news for this whole deal. Right now, when I get back home, my wife is gonna be so happy why she did not come because she would have been sitting here the whole time in the driver's seat, sweating her nuggets off, and
No AC here.
no AC, and she'd be going. But it's all good.
The fact we
everything's
heard
great.
it, we got to hear it, Ron.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a little bit.
Yeah,
cool.
so it literally is. There is a 5-volt wire somewhere that is disconnected.
That's it.
That's it.
It's crazy as sounds.
Yeah, crazy as it is. So, anyways, we're gonna take off, and you guys can actually close your own video, or you want to we can just close it right now.
Yeah.
You want to just close it. All right. So, how do you close your video?
You know. Put us on the spot with on you. Usually we say that, hey, don't remember to like, share, and subscribe. David Deal, Nick Deal, we're out. So this time it'll be
There you
Steve
go.
and Nick.
All right. You're.
Nick Deal.
I'm Steve Morris. He's
Kyle, the camera's not pointed at me.
Kyle Morris. That's
Harley
Harley
behind the camera.
on the camera. It's time to go home.
See you guys.
See
Like,
ya.
share, subscribe.